Dear students, hopefully you will be fine. Today we will discuss the lecture of physical pharmacy, introduction and orientation to the profession of pharmacy and relation to retail pharmacy. The objectives of this lecture is to learn about pharmacy, a brief overview of the pharmacy, and we will discuss in detail about the retail pharmacy. Dear student, after the completion of this lecture, you will be able to learn that what is pharmacy, its definition and explanation, and retail pharmacy, the duties and responsibility of retail pharmacist, and retail pharmacy job description of pharmacist. Dear students, first of all we will try to understand that what is pharmacy. Basically, the word pharmacy is derived from the Greek word. It is pharmakon. Pharmakon means drug or medicine. And we can define pharmacy that it is an art and science of preparing medicine, either from natural sources, synthetic sources and semi-synthetic sources. As you know that the drug can be prepared from the natural resources, either plant origin, animal origin or mineral origin, and we can also synthesize in the lab, and as well as some of the medicine is a combination of both, that is semi-synthetic sources. The art, the professional skills required for the preparation and the science involved behind the preparation of medicine, and after this we can make it suitable and convenient material for the treatment. Not only the medicine preparation, but also the medicine is suitable and convenient for the treatment, medication, diagnosis, distribution and prevention of disease. The purpose of preparation of medicine is to make it more suitable, to make it convenient for the treatment, mitigation, diagnosis, distribution and prevention of disease. Mitigation means act of reducing how harmful, unpleasant, and we are going to make it the harmful effect or the unpleasant effect, that is termed as mitigation. Dear student, we can also define pharmacy as it is the science of study of drug. In detail, we can say that the science of study of drugs involving from where they come from, that is the origin of drug, animal sources, plant origin or microbes or any other mineral origin or any other source, synthetic, semi-synthetic sources, that is the study of drugs involving the origin of drug, and is also how they act on body, that is mode of action, local effect, systemic effect, effect on particular organ, targeted drug delivery, that is how they act on the body. And one of the major subjects of pharmacy, that is pharmaceutics, and which we study in detail that how the drug turn into medicine. So we can explain the science of study of drug by keeping these 3 points: origin of drug, mode of action of drug, and pharmaceutics, that is the knowledge and skill at how the drug turn into medicine. Dear students, we can also define pharmacy as it is the knowledge of identification of drug and medicine. It is the knowledge of selection of drug and medicine. It is the knowledge of pharmacological action of drug and medicine, as well as analysis of drug and medicine and standardization of drug and medicine. Not only identification, selection, pharmacological action, analysis is sufficient, but also to comply with the standard. The knowledge of drug and medicine, by keeping these 5 points, it is also termed as pharmacy. Dear students, in this part of the lecture, we will try to understand that who is pharmacist. Pharmacist is a person who is qualified, having the basic degree of pharmacy and minimum qualification of PharmD, Doctor of Pharmacy, 5-year degree, and responsible to handle drug. Qualification and registration is mandatory to work in any area of pharmacy. There are various definitions of pharmacist according to the field he or she is related to. For example, a pharmacist working in clinical setup and the hospital, that is termed as clinical pharmacist. A pharmacist working in the pharmaceutical industry and involving in the production is a production pharmacist. Working in the quality control lab in the pharmaceutical industries is quality control pharmacist, or in short QC pharmacist. And working in the retail pharmacy, that is termed as retail pharmacist, and so on. A doctor is a person who is responsible to diagnose the disease and prescribe the drugs according to and the severity of the disease. Doctor is basically holding the degree of MBBS or BDS related to the dentistry, and the major responsibility of the doctor is the diagnosis of the disease and prescription. And nurse is the person who is concerned with dosage form, routes of administration, and toxic manifestation. Nurse is responsible for patient care during administration of drug to the patient. The major responsibility of the nurse is to administer drug to the patient. Now, all of these three and maybe some other required, that is physiotherapist or any relevant healthcare team, is the combination of pharmacist, doctor, nurse, and other allied health sciences, all collectively form healthcare forum and called healthcare team. By the combination of these three are more according to the need and necessity of the hospital setup, collectively form healthcare forum and it is termed as healthcare team. Now in this part of the lecture we will discuss the types of courses that is taught in the pharmacy, courses in pharmacy in the PharmD program. It can be categorized into two. The first one is prerequisite courses and the second one is professional courses. Dear students, the prerequisite courses are courses other than professional courses. Why these courses are part of the curriculum? It is the importance of prerequisite courses to provide the background knowledge for the pharmacy professional courses, and these courses involve physical sciences, mathematics, statistics, computer sciences and biological sciences in order to provide the background knowledge for pharmacy professional. Now the second category of the courses that is taught in the PharmD program that is termed as professional courses. As the name indicates that these are the professional courses, and these courses make the pharmacy profession. For example, pharmaceutics in the first year curriculum, physical pharmacy in the second year, dosage form in the third year, dispensing pharmacy in the fourth year, industrial pharmacy in the final year, pharmaceutical technology, that is the knowledge of the processes from the raw material to the finished product, preparation of the raw drug, crude drug to the medicine. That is the major part of the pharmaceutics, and pharmaceutics is the major subject of pharmacy. The second subject, that is pharmacognosy, that is plant and animal origin drug, and pharmacology, that is action of the drug on the living bodies in the second year, pharmacognosy and pharmacology, as well as in the third prop, pharmacognosy 2 and pharmacology 2 is a part of the curriculum. While in the pharmaceutical biochemistry is one of the major professional courses, that is in the first year, pharmaceutical chemistry, organic chemistry, that is a part of the first year curriculum, and so on. Medicinal chemistry, drug law and other relevant professional courses are the part of the pharmacy curriculum in the PharmD program. Dear student, physical pharmacy, pharmaceutics is this course. It is a professional course. It is concerned with physical, chemical and biological factors of the active and excipient. Active, it is termed as API, active pharmaceutical ingredient. These are the compounds which are responsible for the therapeutic efficacy or therapeutic activity of the drug, and excipients are the other than the active pharmaceutical ingredient, that is the part of the formulation which influence the formulation, manufacturing stability and effectiveness of pharmaceutical dosage form, excipient. Now there are various areas where pharmacists serve that we already described in this slide, that depend upon the nature of the field. The pharmacist may be clinical, production and retail, etc. Now in this slide we will elaborate that there are various areas where pharmacists can serve as a profession: retail pharmacy, industrial pharmacy, hospital pharmacy, clinical, forensic pharmacy, community pharmacy and so on. Now the second part of the lecture, here we will try to understand about the retail pharmacy. Retail pharmacy deals with dispensing, sale and distribution of medicine and other related products. We see in the areas a lot of people working in retail pharmacy, but in the Islamabad and well established pharmacist community involving in the retail pharmacy, these are the pharmacist groups that legally qualified registered person related to retail pharmacy is said to be retail pharmacist. The legal qualification is PharmD and along with the registration is mandatory to work in a retail pharmacy. Responsibility of retail pharmacist: selling out drug and other related products, and advising the patients about the proper use of the OTC, that is over the counter drug. Over the counter drug, OTC drugs are those drugs which need no more the availability of the prescription is not mandatory for that. Without prescription drug and prescribed medication or prescribed drug related use of drug and advice about the prescription and OTC drug, that is a part of the responsibility of the retail pharmacist. Retail pharmacist is also responsible for proper storage of drug in the pharmacy as well as the availability of the drug according to the need and necessity of the patient, and maintaining the controlled drug records, that is the narcotic drug record is also necessary to be maintained by the pharmacist working in the retail pharmacy. And prescription photocopy is also one of the mandatory responsibility of the pharmacist to keep in the controlled drug record as well. Now we can classify two types of the retail pharmacy working. One is community pharmacy, second one is wholesale pharmacy. Dear student, wholesale pharmacy, that is the direct connection is with the pharmaceutical industries. Different types of industries provide the medicine to the wholesale pharmacy, and community pharmacy purchase from the wholesale pharmacy. Community pharmacy is also called drugstore. Work privately under ownership. Location is also one of the critical factor for survival. And buying mechanism, that community pharmacists purchase from wholesaler. Those who are more stable must have more expiry. Short expiry medicine keeping in the community pharmacy is lacking the stability. Price is also one of the prime importance in the retail pharmacy running. Sometimes community pharmacists announce some of the packages discounts for the attractive selling of the medication in the area. Some of the major brands in the different city, that is D. Watson, community pharmacy serve facilities record of the patient, that is also allergic effects, side effects of the drug interaction, and record of the patient maintenance, that is the major responsibility of the pharmacist. While wholesale pharmacy is also important in the purchase of the drug, diagnostic appliances, etc., storage of the medication, carrying large volume of stock at low prices, and also called drug agency. Wholesale pharmacy are also termed as drug agencies. Wholesale pharmacist responsible and supervise all activities and records. Owner of the wholesale pharmacy as middleman between manufacturer and community pharmacist. On the top, manufacturer, and second one is the wholesale pharmacy or drug agency owner, and the third one, that is in direct connection with the patient, that is community pharmacist or owner of the community pharmacy. Dear student, you can consult the two books for reference: Horton Pharmaceutics, The Science of Dosage Form Design, second edition; Remington, The Science and Practice of Pharmacy, 21st edition. Thank you all for your attention.